is William K. Murtaugh, Witness 1, and today we are going to talk about the Penis Man. Now, the Nowhere Man, as many know him, or the Traveler, or whatever name they give to him, this so-called award-winning reporter put up on his blog this headline: Military man stands near Biden's fake Air Force One hangar with penis out, waiting for blowjob from, and it's, if you read the article, it's Biden that's going to give him the blowjob. Now, this is stupid at its face, because notice off to the left, you have uniformed officers, and to the left of the guy with the alleged penis out is another uniformed person. Now, this is stupid on its face, because this would never be allowed. You know, the picture would have gotten out like it shows here. But let's continue on. In another picture, it shows the gantry going up to a green screen that's mounted on a scissor lift, and all these people are standing around doing these poses, and a woman is approaching the gantry with a pair of sneakers on. Now, it is known by a lot of people that the vice president wears Converse sneakers. So this is supposed to be, according to these conspiracy idiots, Kamala Harris walking towards a fake panel, green screen, and all these people are out there, and this guy is waiting there, waiting to give somebody or get a blowjob from somebody. Now, in another picture, there's a picture of a half Air Force One with the gantry up against the step. It's propped up on a stand, and it's obviously a mock-up. So, the Q-tards, the Q-crazies, and the Penis Man investigative reporter are saying that President Biden is not the president. This is all an act. This is all a deep state movie. Blah, 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 blah. He's done this a dozen times. Well, here is the real story. Now, first of all, the Penis Man is not the first idiot to come up with this conspiracy theory. This thing has been going around since the day of a visit by White House cabinet members to where this aircraft is located. And so this has been coming and going for about the past 6 years, and the friendly neighborhood idiot investigative reporting that doesn't check his sources and doesn't check the validity of these stories basically put his foot in his mouth yet again. To understand this, you must go to a place up in Laurel, Maryland, that is a Secret Service training center. And that is where the quote-unquote fake aircraft is located. The aircraft is used to train Secret Service agents in protecting the President of the United States and the Vice President of the United States and other people that they are charged with protecting. They have mock-ups of Marine One up there. They have all kinds of mock-ups up there that you can go and visit. Now, the photograph of people standing around the entryway with the green screen behind it is from a TV series known as Designated Survivor. It's the story of a cabinet member that became president because of an attack on the Capitol. Kind of funny how that was predicted. And, rather than a bunch of yahoos dressed up in horns and paint on their faces and doing all kinds of mayhem, someone blew up the Capitol. And it took almost all of Congress, including the entire cabinet. And the actor in this movie was the designated survivor. And he became president. And it's a TV series that's been on for quite a while. Now, why these Q-tards, and this particular Q-tard, didn't tune in to the designated survivor is beyond me. For if they did, they would have seen the exact scene where this picture came from after it had been produced. Due to copyright issues, I can't put it up. But that's it. So once again, this moron has been caught telling a lie. And people believe this shit. It's amazing the number of people out there that actually believe that these pictures are real. This is how stupid these people are. And they do enough of this bullshit across the Q spectrum that I could do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I could fill up my YouTube channel with this conspiracy crap. And I will do that from time to time, especially when I see something as ridiculous as this. Now, this is the thing about the penis man. This guy has been doing this bullshit for over a decade. He likes to put pictures of dead babies with a garrote around her neck like he did with JonBenét Ramsey. And he also misrepresents children by putting up, say, the raccoon-eyed children that he claims was beat up and mistreated and so forth, when it's actually a medical condition that causes that. And I've documented this. But even after I've documented this idiot keeps putting the same bullshit up there as if he never heard about it. And this is not the first time he's talked about penises. And he just seems to have a fascination with sex organs of both men and women, or in most cases, boys and girls. He talks about sex acts and describes in gory detail and explicit detail what happens to these sex organs. He's obsessed with it. He has no respect for crime victims. He has no respect for the families of crime victims. And so he keeps up with this stuff. But that's the nature of this guy. He did it in his book. If you read the introduction of his book, aptly titled Hell, he describes in explicit detail gruesome acts having to do with the body, with the digestive system, since he says that there's somebody up in his anus eating them, some sprite or something. And the entire book is full of explicit sexual deviant descriptions by this guy. And in everything he has written for the last 11 years contains explicit details of a sexual nature, most of which is about children, female children. Almost exclusively, a male child gets mentioned in there, but it's almost always the female child. Now, this is a guy who has been photographed with his son dressed up as a girl. And it's been said by a number of people that the boy did not willingly dress up as a girl. He was talked into it, in one instance at least, by his older sister, and it's in the court case for everyone to read about where his sister forced him to dress like a girl, forced him to dress in girls' underwear, and there was some really interesting details in the court paperwork about what the sister and the father was accused of doing. But, yes, he did win an award. It was a one-time award. It wasn't anything spectacular. It certainly wasn't anything even close to a Nobel Prize or even some of the achievement awards that are given by professional news organizations. It was for a fluff piece that he did, and it was along with other people. He shared the award with other people. But be that as it may, he was only in the, quote, newspaper business for a few months. He got fired. Now, that is the extent of his journalistic experience, such as it is. And everything else about this man is a complete facade. He's a fake. He's a charlatan. He's a scammer. So, that's where we're at. This is yet another one of his fairy tales that I have managed to dispel in a very short period of time. There are other fairy tales out there that I may bring up from time to time, not all of them because there's so many, but some of the more interesting ones, like that's been done in the past, the fish people, the lizard people, the clones, and so on and so forth. All those things that come out of the warped mind of the penis man. So, please like, subscribe, hit the notification icon, and stay tuned as we go down this strange road. This is William K. Murtaugh, Mert Witness 1. Until we meet again, have a good one.